Howdy, my name is Cloudy. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't check out my last video, you know. And also, if you enjoy your stay in Cloudy video today, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Avengers Doomsday massive X-Men leak. And more set photos. Also, Wanda returning?
Production starts for Avengers Doomsday and filming begins, we're going to start to learn a lot more about the film. And today we have a really great report about the X-Men's involvement and the Brotherhood of Mutants involvement in this film. And if this report is true, it is huge. We've already gotten several leaked set photos. We have some more to discuss today that involve the Fantastic Four, and we also have some news about Doctor Strange in Avengers Doomsday. But when production begins, we don't just get set photos, we also get leaks about what the plot of the movie is going to be. This happens because when they begin filming, a lot of different set members...
Everybody in the comments better say bless you, bro. And if you don't say it in the comments, yeah, at least better just say it out loud, bro. I don't know.
And crew learn about the scenes that they're working on. And people talk. And they leak things. Just think back to Spider-Man No Way Home, where we got that leaked photo of all three Spider-Men. Everybody
I guarantee you, bro, it ain't gonna be too many leaks coming out, because I heard from Shang-Chi. I'm gonna just call him Shang-Chi, you know what I'm saying? I heard from Shang-Chi, bro. He said that they won't be knowing much about what's going on in the movies until, you know, they about to do whatever the case. Because Tom Holland and Bruce Banner, they don't know how to hold a secret. You know what I'm saying? So we might not even really get too many leaks. The leaks we get might even be fakes.
Thought it was fake, but it turned out to be real. In fact, there were several set photos of the three Spider-Men, or at least of Toby and or Andrew, that got out because somebody on the set snuck a photo of them. And although the Russo brothers have stated that they're going to do the best they can to keep the leaks from getting out, it happens. And we have a new report today about a big plot point for Avengers Doomsday that involves the X-Men and Magneto. There's a Spanish Twitter account that focuses on Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, pop culture, etc., that has a huge following, claims that a reliable source has told them a big plot for Avengers Doomsday. They state that a reliable source has tipped them off that Marvel Studios is planning to adapt Magneto's iconic stage as leader of the Brotherhood in Avengers Doomsday, and that we could see him on screen sitting on his throne, accompanied by his children, and that's what he calls his team. We're not specifically talking about his...
So Wanda, because I've been hearing I've heard Wanda is supposedly his daughter or something like that. I don't know how true it is, but we can both agree that they helmets, the things they be wearing on their head, look exactly the same. But I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the resemblances I've noticed, you know. And I don't know how true it is. It could be like her adopted daughter or something like that, you know. But I wonder, are we gonna get like an X-Men TV series, like a, you know, like a season or something like that kind of explains the X-Men coming in, you know, to fight or be with the Avengers, you know what I mean? Like, are we gonna get something like that or not?
His children at some points in time in Marvel history. They have changed it to where Wanda and Pietro are his kids and they aren't his kids, but adapting this on the big screen where Wanda and Pietro are his kids would be pretty epic, because we know the Scarlet Witch is still alive, we know she's returning, despite what Elizabeth Olsen and Marvel Studios would have.
That's what I'm saying, bro, they lying.
But according to what the article specifically says, when they're talking about Magneto being the leader, sitting on his throne and being accompanied by his children, the website does say, and yes, that possibly includes Wanda and Pietro. The three of them together could be absolutely epic, but also if we think about it, we know that a Young Avengers project in the form of a Champions series is coming, where Wanda's kids, Billy and Tommy, are going to reunite. So depending on which direction Marvel Studios wants to go, we could get the entire Maximoff family back together. If they want to go with the story that Magneto is the father of the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, we could get something straight out of House of...
Alright, so Magneto's rule, bro, is he gonna be helping the Avengers or he gonna be with Dr. Doom? Because I heard Wanda is supposedly Dr. Doom's like love interest or whatever the case is. I don't know how true that is. I don't even know if they're gonna go with that, you know what I'm saying? But I did forget about her kids, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I forgot all about her kids, bro.
However, this leak does leave us with a very important question. Is Magneto going to go against Doom or is he going to join him?
Join
Because
them, yeah,
thanks to some
because
other leaks that we've heard, and we do
ain't
have a
Wanda
couple of
supposed to be
more to
with,
go over in
like,
this
what?
video, we've heard that Doctor Doom is indeed going to have his own team. And we have heard a report that Wanda is indeed going to be a part of that team. If this is true
Oh,
and
see, okay,
Magneto
like,
is going to
what
be
is
with
this,
his
bro?
daughter, Wanda, then that means Magneto and his family could be with Doom.
Now,
However,
that
at
would
this
be
point in time, we
crazy,
are
bro. That would be a
unsure if
hard
Wanda
matchup,
is
bro.
actually going to be on the side of Doom. But another report that we have heard from Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus is that when the two worlds collide, the X-Men universe and our main 616 universe, we are going to get a scene where the X-Men fight the Avengers. It's essentially going to be a short little Avengers versus the
Bro, I'm not
X-Men
gonna lie,
fight.
bro. That's gonna be one of the best scenes in the movie, bro. I'm telling you right here, right now, bro. Seeing the X-Men and Avengers go at it, even if it's for a little, bro, that's gonna be one of the best scenes we've ever seen, bro. It's gonna go so viral, bro. It's not even funny, bro. And I know everybody gonna be at the theater most likely when this come out. You know what I'm saying? And the theater finna go up, bro. This gonna be one of the best scenes in the movie. I'm telling
For
you,
this fight, I'm
probably
assuming
the
that
best
Magneto is
scene.
going to be on the side of the X-Men. Plus, another thing that we have heard from Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus is that this X-Men team, this X-Men universe, they're basically going to be the team at the end of Days of Future Past. We're not sure how much time will have passed since the events of that film took place, and
See
then them
this,
ending up
I
in
don't
the
like, bro.
MCU.
I don't like how they do that, bro. This movie came out a few years ago. Or probably did. It probably came out a little bit like a year or two. This movie came out some time ago, bro. I don't like how they be linking to movies they did from way back when to like, bro. That be throwing me off, bro. But I guess it makes sense if they trying to use Wanda's kids. You know what I'm saying? I guess the other son is gonna be at of age, and then bro gonna be his age, Quicksilver. Bro, this is gonna be so confused. I'm confused right now, bro. Like,
But in theory,
how they
Magneto
gonna
and
show all
Professor
this on
X
screen,
should
bro?
be friends and on the same side.
This
Although
movie
their
gonna be long
timeline
as
was
hell, bro.
changed, so
These
we don't
Avenger
really
movies,
know. However,
they gonna be
again, for
long.
that X-Men versus the Avengers scene, I'm sure Magneto will side with the X-Men no matter what because they're all from the same universe fighting a different universe. Will he have his own team? Sure, it sounds like he's going to, but how does he get his throne? And where? Is it in the 616 universe, or is this possibly something that we see on Battleworld in Avengers Secret Wars? Let us know what you think about that in the comments down below. Now, speaking of incursions and universes colliding, it does look like we might know a little bit about how the Fantastic Four enter the 616 universe. And
Yeah,
this
I've been
comes in the
wondering how
form
this
of
is gonna
set
happen.
photos from
Okay.
Avengers Doomsday and could possibly tie into the Fantastic Four post-credit scene. Thanks to some new set photos and videos from Unbox PhD, we can see that the Avengers Doomsday set still has a part of the Fantastic Four set on it. It seems that they have
Where
intentionally left up a specific part of the Fantastic Four set for the
is this
filming
whole
of
thing? The
Avengers
Fantastic
Doomsday.
Four
And the
set?
most
That's what it looks
obvious
like.
reason that Marvel Studios would do this is so they can film how the Fantastic Four get from their universe to ours.
I think I know exactly how it's gonna happen. And the word incursion might actually be exactly, you know what I'm saying? But bro, I think the multiverse, I think they all gonna end up colliding together, bro. That's exactly how I think Battle World is gonna start, bro. All the universes are all gonna end up clashing into each other, and it's gonna end up creating Battle World. And I think it's all gonna be in New York, bro. Like San Francisco from the 1, 2, 3 universe, and then the other borough gonna be New Jersey from the 109 universe. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think it's gonna be, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm right, bro, I need some credit.
At this point in
That's what
time,
I
it's
think it's
been
gonna be.
confirmed by Marvel
I feel
Studios
like that's the
multiple
only way they
times now
can
that the Fantastic Four
blend
film
all
does
this
take
together.
place in an alternate universe. Marvel has also confirmed that the Fantastic Four are going to be major players in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And here's another
think
kicker
so
in the
because Doctor Doom
exclusive
comes from
footage
their
that they showed
universe,
of the
right?
Fantastic Four at CinemaCon. It was released only at CinemaCon, not to the public, but in this footage, the Silver Surfer comes to the Fantastic Four specifically. She asks them, and yes, the Silver Surfer is going to be
I feel
female in the Fantastic Four First Steps. I've seen a lot
I'm
of
cool with
comments
that.
of people not knowing that, and she is going to be played by the actress Julia
As long
Garner.
as she
This is
good, bro, I'm
confirmed
cool with
already.
that.
But she basically asks Reed Richards if he is the defender of the world because Galactus is coming to devour their world. And in a scene, we basically hear Reed Richards say, "We stretched the boundaries of space and made that thing heard." Basically implying that Reed Richards was working on something that had to do with space, most likely related to the multiverse.
What if when Reed Richards was doing this, Reed Richards is the reason why all these universes end up colliding and creating Battle World? You know what I'm saying? Because I really do. I firmly believe that's what's going to happen. All these universes are all going to end up coming to a vantage point, and the worlds are all going to be blended together. You know what I'm saying? And it's the whole entire fight is going to be trying to find a way to unbind that. And I think Loki is going to play a huge role in that too, because I'm pretty sure Loki is going to realize it because he don't want to hold all of them strings and all that. I'm pretty sure he going to realize like, bro, what the hell? But I think Reed Richards is the big problem. I think he messed everything up, bro. That's what
And
it
we have
sounded
seen
like.
in the Fantastic Four trailer, Reed is
He
working on
fucked
something
everything up,
crazy
yeah.
big on that crazy big chalkboard. And we've noticed that it does seem he is working on a multiversal portal based
But
on
Reed's
some of the
smart though, man.
designs
He
that
be
are
in the
on that
lab for
chalkboard.
real, for
And
real.
that
Every
might
Fantastic
actually
Four
be
movie,
how the
that man.
Fantastic Four get into Avengers Doomsday. And that could be, and is most likely why, we are still seeing the Fantastic
Or he
Four
probably
set
opened like
for
a
the
portal or
Avengers
something,
Doomsday
like
set. So
how
they can film the Fantastic Four actually
Barry
going
could do with the
from their
Speed
universe
Force.
to
You know what
our
I mean?
universe. And that could bring Doctor Doom as well. There have been rumors, this is not confirmed at this point in time, but rumors that Doctor Doom and possibly even Chris Evans could be in the post-credit scene of the Fantastic Four. And that does make sense. We haven't had any build-up to Doom at all in the MCU, and the Fantastic
At
Four is the
all,
last
bro.
movie before Avengers Doomsday. Having Doom in the post-credit would make sense, and it's recently been reported that Chris
I
Evans
feel
will
like in
be
the
in the
last 30,
Fantastic
40
Four film,
minutes, the
and a
movie
lot
he
of us
gonna be in.
believe that if this is true, he'll
Probably
be in the
killing
post-credit
Thanos.
scene, possibly alongside Doom as a part of his team. But we'll have to wait and see on that. And like I mentioned, we do have some news about Doctor Strange. According to Alex Perez from thecosmiccircus.com, in Avengers Doomsday, we're going to revisit the New York Sanctum. Whilst doing a
Bro, I'm
Q&A
telling you,
when
everything gonna happen
asked
in New York,
about
bro. I'm
anything
telling you.
they've heard about Doctor Strange or Avengers Doomsday, he said, "I've heard the Sanctum Sanctorum was a set piece being used, but that's all I got." Now, this makes it very clear and very obvious that we are indeed going to return to the Sanctum Sanctorum. And while this may seem like obvious news, we actually don't know where
The Sanctum Sanctorum, I hope I said that right, bro. I feel like I butchered that. I think that's gonna be like headquarters.
is right now. As far as we're
But I
concerned,
know
he's in the
Strange
Dark
gonna play a big
Dimension with
part in
Clea. But the original
this
plan
too.
for
You know what I
Doctor
mean? He a
Strange
sorcerer,
3 was
so
kind of for him to be somewhat of a
bro,
multiversal.
the sorcerers, all the sorcerers pretty much got a huge part to do with this, bro. Doctor Doom, he's a sorcerer. I believe he's classified as a sorcerer. You know what I'm saying? Doctor Strange or a sorcerer. You feel me? Who else? Who else is a big part of this that he was saying? He not a sorcerer, but he's going into things that have to do with sorcery in some type of sense. You know what I'm saying? I honestly also think Ant-Man might play a big part of this because he can go through the quantum thing. So I'm pretty sure he might be able to go through, maybe. I don't know how possible it is, but I feel like he might be able to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It's a handful of characters I feel like gonna play a very huge role in how all these worlds gonna come together and blend together, bro. And I know
Villain,
Doctor
going the
Strange, Reed
route
Richards
that
are
his
sitting at the
variants
top,
have indeed been causing incursions,
very,
and the
very top.
multiversal group, the Black Priests, view him as a villain to the multiverse that needs to be stopped. Now, the post-credit scene for Doctor Strange 3, where Clea showed
That's
up,
my
that
theory, though.
has to be addressed. That's not just something that they can get rid of. It's not necessarily something they have to dive into, but they at least have to address that Clea showed up, Doctor Strange met her, and he went and did something to try and fix an incursion that he caused. This all fits into the story very well, so I don't really see them
But I
sidestepping
feel
this,
like
but this does
they need
indeed
to
show
give
us
us
that
like
whatever shenanigans
a
that
Doctor
Doctor
Strange
Strange and
3,
Clea get
Spider Man
into,
4, 5,
eventually
6.
he
Like,
will return to
we
our
need more
dimension on
sequels for a
Earth,
lot of
which
these
most
movies.
likely
I feel
means that
like
he will be
before the
involved in
Avengers
this
movie.
huge battle against Doctor Doom, whereas before, we thought that he might be somewhat of a separate story than the Avengers fighting Doom. Like, Doom is fighting the Avengers, but Doctor Strange and Clea are going around trying to fix incursions that are happening so the multiverse doesn't collapse. I'm sure that's a
I
part
think
of what
that
they're
would be
going to
kind of
do, but
dope,
now it seems like it's pretty much confirmed now that the
and I think
Sanctum
it makes
Sanctorum
sense
is
for
a
them to
set
do
piece,
it
that Doom will
that way.
return to Earth, to our dimension, and realize what's going on and fight with the Avengers. So again, a lot happening right now in the Marvel Universe. If you want to stay up to date on everything, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification.
Things up. Like I said, Doctor Strange is gonna be playing a huge role in because he a sorcerer. All the sorcerers that are a part of this are gonna be playing a huge role because of their sorcery powers, bro.